All right, today we are jumping into a really fascinating channeled text. It claims to pull back the curtain on an extraterrestrial mission happening right here on Earth. And let me tell you, you can forget everything you've seen in the movies because this source material offers a totally different take on why they might be here.
I mean, it's one of the biggest questions we've ever asked ourselves, right? Are we alone out here? And if we're not, what do the visitors actually want? Well, let's dive into what this particular source has to say about it.
So, the text kicks things off by looking at our own theories. We humans, we tend to swing from one extreme to the other. On one hand, we picture them as these nefarious villains, here to run creepy experiments and take over. On the other hand, we imagine them as godlike saviors, showing up to rescue us from ourselves. But here's the kicker. According to this text, we've got it all wrong. Both views completely miss the point.
So, if it's not about conquest, and it's not about a dramatic rescue, what is it about? This brings us to the absolute core claim of the Arcturian message. It's a mission of vibration. And there you have it, straight from the source itself. Their stated purpose isn't physical, it's spiritual. It's not about owning the planet, it's about helping us, the people on it, to evolve. This is a complete 180 from the narratives we're used to hearing. The end game of this whole mission, as the text describes it, is to help Earth shift into what it calls the New Age. Now, this is defined as a move into a fifth dimension, basically a state of being that's all about a higher frequency, more love, and a greater awareness. The text keeps coming back to this powerful metaphor of a birthing process. It claims the Arcturians and their allies aren't here as our bosses or directors. No, they see themselves more like cosmic midwives. They're here to teach and support us through what they say is a difficult but totally natural planetary transformation. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. The source claims the Arcturians are not working alone, not even close. It describes this massive collaborative effort. It's painted as a full-on galactic support team. We're talking about a coalition of beings from all these different star systems, all supposedly here to pitch in with their own unique skills to help Earth's transition. And get this, their roles are super specialized. Just look at this breakdown. You've got the Orions, who are said to use their mental power to create order out of chaos. Then there are the Sirians, they're the builders, the ones who ground all this information into something practical. Alpha Centaurians bring in the high-level scientific knowledge, while the Pleiadians work with art, music, and justice to literally change the planet's vibration. It's an incredibly organized vision. Okay, so if this grand coalition is here to help, how exactly are they doing it? Well, the text says it all comes down to how they communicate with us. And the methods they describe are mostly non-physical. We're not talking about landing on the White House lawn. We're talking telepathy, communicating in the dream state, and even transporting a person's soul or consciousness up onto their ships. In fact, the very document we're looking at is presented as an example of this kind of channeled information. And of course, this brings up a huge question. I mean, if they're all about love and light, how does the source explain all those terrifying stories of abductions and traumatic experiments that you hear about all the time? The answer the text gives is, whoa, it's pretty mind-bending. It claims that these individuals are not victims. Far from it. They're described as souls of the highest caliber, who actually made a pre-incarnation agreement, like a soul contract, to have these experiences in order to gather information that helps all of humanity. So the crucial point here is the reframing. The source argues these aren't hostile experiments like we would think of them. They're more like medical maneuvers done on an energetic level. And most importantly, it claims this is always done with the full consent of that person's soul, even if their conscious mind has no memory of ever agreeing to it. This all leads us to the final and maybe the most important part of the message. If all this celestial help is on the table, what do we have to do? The text could not and will not interfere with our free will. This whole cosmic plan, this entire mission, it all hinges on humanity making a conscious choice to evolve. They can offer a helping hand, but the actual work of raising our collective consciousness, that's on us. And it even provides a practical guide, a personal action plan. It all starts with you. Step 1, become aware of your own energy, your thoughts, your words, your emotions, and your actions. Step 2, purify your body by avoiding what it calls low vibration foods. And step 3, protect your own energy. Stop letting negativity from other people drain you dry. This quote really just brings the whole thing home. It is a powerful message of empowerment. After all the talk about starships and galactic teams, the ultimate responsibility is placed right back in our own hands.
And so we're left with this final, really provocative thought. The text lays out a kind of cosmic fork in the road. It claims that anyone who chooses not to raise their vibration will just continue their soul's journey on another planet that's a better match for their frequency. No judgment, no punishment. The choice, it insists, is entirely 100% our own.